So I want to say a little bit else about what we're doing so far before we go to the content of today, which is what we're trying to do, as I said, is we're building the muscle of resilience through all these practices. And the word practice is intentional. It doesn't work if you just come to this session and expect me to do something magical to you. I can't. How we grow ourselves is by practicing and finding what works for us and doing it. Today, I was having a conversation with somebody about the practice of gratitude, which to me, the best way is to help create the positive states that we need to face the suffering of the world. And she was saying, well, I don't feel it anymore. It's like I write down the things, but I don't really, it's like I don't really feel it. So it's a very important point. So just a reminder, our brains are Velcro for negative and Teflon for positive. They're designed that way to keep us safe. So if a tiger was actually chasing us, we'll be paying attention to the tiger instead of smelling the flowers, okay? But because of that, we can get inundated with the negative and feel the negative and have the negative stuck in our heads. And that's why these other practices are so important. To bring our body, mind, spirits back into balance. That's what the positive emotions are actually meant for biologically. They exist to bring us out of fight or flight into balance, into more of that rest and digest, relaxed state. But the way that we do it has to take into account this Teflon thing, which is, according to research by a guy named Rick Hansen, who's a neuropsychologist, he calls it, we have to intentionally, what he calls, take in the good. He goes, taking in the good. And taking in the good means focusing on that positive thing for 60 seconds and actually feeling it in our body. Feeling it in our body, not just going, I'm grateful for Finn. It's like noticing Finn, how much I love them and how funny they are. Like actually allow myself to notice in particularity and experience it in my body. When I do, then I feel fabulous, right? So it's not an exercise of ticking the box of I said 10 things that I'm thankful for. It doesn't matter what the number is. It's really allowing yourself to actually feel it. Take in the good. And what he said was, the more we do that, not only do we recover in that moment, but we build a solid base neurologically for being in a more positive, grounded state than if we don't do this practice of taking in the good. So